Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Sagittarius for September 2020. So let's take a moment to take a deep breath and to really connect in with the energy for this month for the sign of Sagittarius. And so what I'm seeing is someone sort of relaxing, and what I'm seeing is just the legs as they're kind of kicking their feet up and just sitting back. And I saw the word sort of like in a cloud form, the word favorites. So it's a sense of, as you just kick back, and you focus on the things that you love, and I feel like they're writing out the word earth, and they really want you to kind of just connect in more. So knowing that you're a fire element, but somehow they want you to just really sort of connect in with the earth more, or to do things more practical things, or think in more practical terms, working with what's in front of you, like the things that you can see, touch, with your senses, and really be engaged with your senses in some way. And so they're writing the word safe. And so you may feel like you need to really push things, or really kind of get things going in a certain way, as if you don't do something, something's not going to happen. But they want you to know that you're safe. It feels like you need to take some time to really, in this month of September, to really kind of connect in with your, I want to say the sensual aspects of your life, the physical, the just sort of get touch base, kind of come down to earth, get really sort of engrossed in those physical terms. So making sure that things are concrete, that if you're doing something, make sure you have a concrete plan, or something tangible to represent, or to have, to show the progress that you're making. It's almost like I feel like you want to have something to show for it, okay? So you just want to make sure that you have something to show for it. Don't go too much on these sort of ideas, or like, let's say if somebody says, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and you don't have a contract, or you don't have something written down. Make sure it's something that's, in writing, or something concrete. So that I think I just saw the word sacrifice, so that you're not making all the sacrifices. So, you don't want things to be sort of like unwritten, what is going to be done, or like this person's responsibilities or yours. Make sure it's written, make sure it's clear, make sure it's something that can be done. Make sure that it's practical, that the materials are there to get it done. Don't just rush in and just say, yeah, this sounds great. Woo, a lot of enthusiasm. And then, it's like, oh, you got to come up with everything, so to speak. So that it's just sort of this feeling that I'm getting in this regard. But the thing is that, you can relax a bit, you can kind of, as I've seen, and the idea may be that, you kick your feet up, you relax a little bit, you don't put too much pressure, but at the same time, you don't sort of leave yourself fully exposed. So it's sort of like a balance here, okay? On the one hand, they don't want you pushing, because you may overlook these things. So if you take some time to relax, get in touch with your physical senses, like any kind of activity that will just allow you to be very physical, this practice, especially if you're feeling ungrounded, will help you to pay more attention to the things that you need to in the physical realm. So that's where I think they're coming from, sort of a long way around, is to say, okay, they want you to relax, they want you to kick your feet up, they want you to kind of focus on what you love and kind of get, involved with, your hands, or get in, and then as a practice, just in case you're feeling ungrounded, just do some things with your hands, or really things that allow you to really enjoy your physical senses and enjoyment, so it grounds you, so that you're more aware of the physical reality. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card that will represent your archangel for the month and a message. And we're using the Arcana. Okay, so this really makes sense, right? That perspective, and that this is traditionally the Hangman card. This is the Archangel Chamuel, whose name means he who sees God. Okay, so the idea here is that Archangel Chamuel can help you to really find something that you're missing. If you've lost something, or you need more clairvoyant insight, he can help you with this. Okay, so this really goes into the idea that you may want to be pushing and rushing to make things happen, but things might kind of seem to be the opposite, whereas the more you push, the more the universe kind of pushes back or holds you up in order to stop you from just rushing in and doing something that might be foolish. Let's just say it. And so the idea is for you to take time. Like, you don't need to rush, but you can relax. Like, don't feel goaded. Like somebody, like when they say, oh, well, it's time now. Like, if wait 5 more seconds, boom. Don't fall for that kind of stuff. Like, you know what? If you 5 more seconds, it's all you have, then okay, I'll move on to somebody else. Because don't allow yourself to be manipulated. Okay? But if you're grounded and if you're really working with your senses, then this will activate parts of your brain and your inner being, and will bring all of your soul's wisdom and guidance to these kind of things that you need. Because remember, you've lived many lifetimes and you've been through this stuff. You're not, the new kid on the block. In this lifetime, it feels that way, but you always have that guidance and that wisdom with you. So that's why oftentimes you'll feel like these little, mixed emotions inside your heart, because that's that wisdom trying to come through. And what do? Ignore it. And we play dumb. We play, oh, I'm confused, I don't know what to do. No, you know what to do. So, being in this position, being sort of things turned upside down, is to get you to pay more attention, not to, make your life miserable, but to get you to stop and say, okay, the way you're doing it, this approach isn't working. We're trying to help you to change up your game a little bit. Okay. So, all right, let's take a look at the message from your guardian angel. And this is the 5 of thought. And I think this really goes well with this, because this is saying, that there's this imbalance of energy, that, somebody may be. So I kind of think of this card as a bully card too, where, somebody, one person is kind of takes all, winner takes all, and then there's the other who somebody's a loser, right? And that's all a perception. And once we buy into it, our energy starts to flow with that game. So you don't have to flow with that game. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to get involved in it at all. It's just like that. Oh, somebody's trying to manipulate me here. Have your game with somebody else. Go somewhere else where there's integrity. Just keep moving till the door of integrity is available in a relationship partnership dynamic. Don't just hang out there and try to fix it and try to like a Rubik's cube and try to make this thing work. No. That's too much drama. Okay, and life isn't a game, and so treat yourself better than that. All right, and just walk away. All right, and find what is deserving of you. It says the path you were on seemed like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining or who bring unwanted drama into your life. Okay, Sagittarius? I think this says it all. So I send you lots of love. Before I stop, I just want to make everyone aware, especially those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And I invite you to subscribe so that you get all of the content on my channel. There's a notification bell, so make sure you check that so that you're really getting everything. I offer during the month of September, and previously since the pandemic, I've been offering my half-hour reading for those of you that your circumstances, you feel that would help you and you really feel called to my work. So I always say, when you feel really strongly about what my work, that's your inner being telling you. So that's when you do it. You don't do it because I say so, but because you feel it strongly. And I'm offering my half-hour reading for $77. So there isn't a special button. You would go to my page, my webpage, theangelscope.com. On the services page, you'll find that below. And you would choose the half-hour reading for $77. Within 24 hours on a business day, not the weekend, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer for a full hour. So you're getting that half-hour reading for a full hour. Okay? So, and also I write daily card messages on my Facebook page. There's a link below for that. And I also post it here on my community page for YouTube. Finally, I also do the weekly card readings, so angel readings. So you'll find that here on my YouTube page as well. And just don't forget also to like the channel, because that helps the channel to grow and helps the algorithms to say, oh, people find this interesting, so let's make sure other people who deserve or are called to this work to also receive it. So just keep that in mind. And I thank you for joining me, and I wish you a beautiful and blessed month.